It's good, YouTube. So here messing around for you. I show you my dash inserts I did up. Wrapped them up in carbon fiber. Just did one little piece, just see how I liked it, and it came out nice, so I did it all up. Yep. Look real good. Did my door switches, or light and window switches and locks, and did up. I got two of these. This is the original style that for the lights where you pull the switch up and down. And this is the newer style where they just got that little button you push, you know what I'm saying? But my older switch is gone, so I might have to just use this one for now until I find that older switch, you know what I'm saying? The OEM one that works. But yeah, I did them both up. And then this here, this is like a fabric material. I sold that up a few years back. This is like a 3M D-Knock type sticker, you know what I'm saying? On the back, it's like a sticker. Real easy to work with, real flexible, real easy to work with, gives you some work time, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like that stuff. But it came out real nice, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Real nice. I'm real happy with that. Yep. And then my taillights, I showed you them in the booth, but here's them with the casings on. Here's what they look like before. I had to keep a spare set just to keep them happy, you know what I'm saying? You know, they be trying to harass you all the time over nothing, so I kept a spare set. And a spare set of the reverse, the brake lights and all that, the reverse lights. Kept a spare set of them too, untouched. But yep, see how this is all chrome, the chrome casing that goes over the taillights. As you can see, I painted that up. Oh, look at this. Got that looking wet. I didn't. The guy in the class, he was painting up some of his trim parts, so I had him take it in there and paint that up. So, shout out to him. Yep. Yep, so that's just plain old jet black paint with House Colors clear coat over it. And then the lens, like I said, they look black from a distance. But you get up close, you can see a red in there. So it's not blacked out, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully it's still legal, because they say in Minnesota your taillights got to be 500 feet. I think it is 500 feet in Minnesota for your taillights. But I don't know if that's daytime or nighttime. So I'm going to have to check that out, But, you ask the local cops around here, they'll tell you there is no, you're supposed to do it, so. But there is a law for that. It's like 500 feet visibility, so it don't matter what they say. If you can see it, within the law limits, you could cover it, you know what I'm saying? It's just like window tint, they're going to say no, but I think it's like, 50% for window tint around here. 50 or 55% visibility, I don't know. But it always trying to harass or make something up, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to find that out, and I'll keep a paper in the trunk just in case. But more than likely, hopefully, they'll be looking at the paint job instead of the taillights. But yeah, worst case scenario, like I said, I got an extra set just to make them happy. But yep, the outside case, I got this all done in jet black. And then the inside, like I said, this is just House of Colors clear coat with just a little bit of jet black tinted into it, to give it that tint, and just a couple sprays over it just to darken up the red a little bit, to match all the black on the car. So hopefully I only win enough passes to be that legal limit still. Yep. They came out real nice. Real nice. Yeah. So that's what I got going on YouTube. I just figured I'd show you. I like the way that carbon fiber came out. And then I even did my ashtray. I don't smoke, so that'll always stay clean. And then I did up my gear shifter. You know what I'm saying? A little something. This I did years back when I was messing around, didn't really know, so I have to redo that. But that's my little pad that goes on there. That's in some carbon fiber, but that, like I said, that was a long time ago, so that's gonna be redone. Yep, gotta redo that up at my center console. But yep, YouTube, I just figured I'd show you all some of my inserts for my gauge and show you my lights, how they're coming along. So little details, you know what I'm saying? See what else I got going on. I think I did much else over the weekend. Little ass shot for you to show y'all. Pause and focus, but yep. Got my shop somewhat cleaned up, all my paint and stuff I brought back home. Yep, kinda made a little shelf there and getting it all ready. Yes, sir. A lot of that sandpaper at school they be throwing away that's like even half left, so I just take that shit, keep it in the Ziploc, I take it home. All that, you know, there's still a little bit of use left on it. I might be able to get something out of it, but I guess call it cheap, call it what you want, man, but it's saving me money. Yep. And what else? So yeah, I ran my got this all hooked up. Now I just gotta get the piping for it. That's my regulator and little water trap there. Made this little bracket here. Mounted it up. Yep. So now I just need piping to go all the way from there, all the way over to there, all the way up, all the way down, then back up, and then all the way over, and back down to the air compressor. But that stuff, that black piping don't cost that much, so I should be good to go on that route. But yep, that's what I got going on YouTube. Oh yeah, I put these, I just strapped these on to see how I come along my inner fenders, get them out of the way. Just sitting there in place. Had these bars I made up here for the course support. The bend was a little bit off right there, so I'm gonna have to mess with that bend a little bit before I could put them on. So as you can see there, that bar's a lot thicker than that bar, so it'll look nicer painted up, you know what I'm saying? A little more tougher. Yep. But that's what I got going on YouTube. I just figured I'd show y'all them dash inserts, you know. There's my dash all wrapped up. See, them inserts will go into there. But that dash, like I said, is all white. Now I'm going all black. I'll be switching a lot of this back over to black. So I'm going to start with I got a spare set of parts. Instead of stripping all that, I'm just going to start with all my fresh stuff. And restart all over again, but this time I'll be doing it all black. I'm not going to even use that trim paint or none of that. I'm just going to use regular car paint, you know, and car paint, maybe even car paint and clear coat. See, I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to try that out. I've been using that trim paint, that seam and Duplicolor, but now I'm going to see what the automotive stuff will do. But alright YouTube, I just figured I'd show y'all what I got going on.